With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you could trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the Double-A Hans Kraus will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard.
Next to stand in is Chris Green as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Next to dig in, Chris Green, and their runners at the corners now.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martinez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Green, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
All right, you got this. Let's go. Let's go.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, like you can up there, kid.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway
left. Come on.
Rodriguez finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Chris Green will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. 0-1 the count. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game.
Right here, one time.
Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. Chris Green gets another chance at the plate here as we look back at both of his home runs in this one. The second coming back in the 7th. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball.
Let's go now. One time.
0-2. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3-4. 7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Midland Rockhounds took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Taylor Hurd earns his first win of the season. Hans Kraus was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Wanderson Charles takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. MLB The Show in this present. Now it'll be Chris Green. Let's take a look at this young two-way player and the experiment they're running with him. You see him on the mound sometimes, but most of his work is in the field. Would you have wanted to do something like that, Dan?
It's very interesting, Manny, because most pitchers that have big arms, you can move them around the diamond. One of the things you have to have if you want to play defensively, particularly in the outfield or one of the middle infield spots, is to have a strong arm. The key is going to be how they can be able to save his arm if he's going to pitch and mix him into that mix as a position player. But when you have an arm like this guy does, you have a chance to...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the... Now at the plate, Chris Green, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nicer...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as it's now a 3-2 ball game. Next up, Chris Green. Potential tying run for him at third base. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, let it rip right here.
0-1. Here it comes. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Chris Green to the plate again and looking for home run number 3 in the ball game. His second coming back in the 5th. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Right fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick.
Chris Green steps in with his eyes on history. Take a look at his work at the plate in this one as he'll shoot for his 4th homer to put himself in rare company. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Well, there are good days and a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it's certainly...
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.